Hello, hopefully it's working. Running behind schedule. Sorry about that. It is Sunday, so the kid wakes up late, had to make breakfast, all that stuff. So running behind schedule. But I am here. Let me see if I have everything up and running correctly. I'm still I'm still trying to figure out this um, this thing, whatever you want to call it, but I'm still trying to figure it out. So I have a new backdrop. Let's see. Pop out the chat. Not sure if this is gonna work. Hello, Anthony. Welcome. Oh, it works. Hello. Oh, I see your text, so I guess it is working. Yes. Happy Sunday. Been a busy week or so. Hello, Master Splinter. For those that follow me on my other channel, last Thursday through this Tuesday, I was up in Boston for my sister's wedding. My younger sister got married. So we went up there for a couple of days, stayed at an Airbnb in Beacon Hill, for those that are familiar with Boston. Um, uh, yes, I have appropriately have Hella back there. And of course, uh, my nephew from Boston came back with me, with us, to spend the next 4 weeks here, doing internship with my company and learn the business. But it's been busy, with him here. So first up, the main topic for today is of course Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. I'm sure everyone, well, I'm guessing everyone that love comic books and movies paid attention to um, what went on at Comic Con Thursday, Friday, and last night. Today is the last day at Comic Con, so usually all the big news already came out by now. And I have watched all the trailers that was available, and I wish they released everything that everyone there. But at the same time, I understand if you pay money to go to Comic Con, it's okay to have some exclusivity, right? Yes, Anthony, I have not watched that yet. I figure I can wait. I'm pretty sure within the next 2 weeks we will see the trailer on YouTube. So I'm gonna wait for the better quality one. But first up, Justice League. Okay, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of all the trailers that I saw and what I think about them. Justice League trailer, love it, love it. It looked great. What is there to say? The action looked fantastic. Steppenwolf looked fantastic. I am glad that they include the home world of Wonder Woman. So they are tying in everything. So it looked it looked great. Anthony, if you haven't seen it, I watched it 3 times in a row. You know, just to make sure I saw everything, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I'm excited about the movie. That being said, I don't need to see any more. Okay, it's a long trailer. It's almost, I think, 4 minutes trailer, and quite frankly, I don't need to see any more. As far as any more footage, I'm cool with that. I can, when the movie come out in November, that's good. I will avoid any more future trailers because I don't need to see any more to be excited. This trailer has done its job. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed that. I picked that specifically because next up on the topic of trailer is Thor Ragnarok trailer. And for those that heard pay attention to my comments on Thor Ragnarok first trailer, the one that had the Led Zeppelin song. Hello, pac-man. Um, I need to figure out how to move the text from my face. Not that it matters, okay? Let's see. How do I do this? Can I do this? No, I can't. Can I move this? Yes, I can. How about that? How about this? How about this? Let's do it like this so it's not completely, and then I move it over here. There you go. That's better. I didn't have a complaint. I love the first Thor Ragnarok with the Led Zeppelin tune. And the only thing that I saw in the trailer that I was not too happy about was Hela. There was a couple of shots of Hela, Kate Blanchett without the headgear, right? But in this trailer, they answer the fear because there was plenty of shot of Hela in the headgear. In fact, I think in one shot, she materialized that headgear on her, so it looked great. So thankfully, there will be plenty of scenes with Hela with the Kirby crazy awesome headgear that we all love from the comic book. So thumbs up for that. Thor trailer. The only thing about Thor trailer that I didn't that I wasn't thrilled about was the color scheme. You know, it's sure for those that like the Guardian of the Galaxy kind of color palette. I, it looked okay, but to me, it's I prefer a slighter, darker color scheme. I love the Justice League color scheme. I think that looked fantastic. Let's see what's next. Oh, next up would be Michelle Pfeiffer. Now, there is no clip for us to see as far as Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm not sure if there was any. All I saw was discussion of Michelle Pfeiffer playing Janet. Big thumbs up. Big fan of Michelle Pfeiffer, so it's nice to see her back on the big screen. You know, she has not done a heck of a lot in the last 10 years. So as far as Ant-Man and the Wasp, the news that they have brought on Michelle Pfeiffer was a good thing for me. Avengers trailer, okay, I did not see that. Okay, if there are pirate low quality iPhone videos on YouTube, I think that's the only thing that people saw so far. I'm surprised. I am absolutely surprised that they did not release that because the previous week they already showed that at 23D, the special Disney convention. So, hello, J. Rod Ham. And next up on my comment would be Captain Marvel. Once again, we didn't see much, but I am pretty excited. Hello, Brian Spaceboy. All I saw was a still image, and I really like the look of Captain Marvel. You know, they have her in that, you know, that the outfit, the costume, much like what she's wearing now in the current comic books. And then the scroll, there was a whole bunch of image from of the scrolls. Awesome. This looked great. The only thing that get me kind of head scratching is the narrative of the movie and the story, because it's taking place in the 90s prior to the birth of the MCU. So literally she's the first Marvel superhero. Well, Captain America is the first, okay, but then this is prior to Tony Stark being Iron Man. So my guess is it's gonna be a quick origin of her with the Kree, and then she's gonna go out in space and fight the Crow. If that's the case, that's fine. You know, I heard a lot of chatters that eventually we may see Secret Invasion, which would be awesome. Okay, for those ones, I have brought this point up many, many times. Um, Stephen Wilkinson asks, "Will M Marvel Special Marvel Superheroes 13, the main book, to gain from Captain Marvel?" Um, Let me move this so that people can read it. My bad. There we go. Um, Tough one, Stephen. Yeah, because there's a Carol Denver was introduced in that book, but then there's another book um, that she got her power. So there's a couple of books that the market may start to pivot. So I don't know. I don't know. Marvel Superhero 13 has been one of the books that I wanted to own for a long time, but once it started to run up with the Miss Marvel announcement, I kind of stay away from it because I really correct. Captain Marvel 16 is the one that she got her power, I think. But I think you're right. Somewhere either 16 or 17. I just from my memory, but I think those two books, and then of course Miss Marvel one. If there are three books that you want to get, if you want to speculate, it would be Miss Marvel one, Marvel Superhero 13, and of course Captain Marvel 16. Um, so back to the point I was trying to make. Many well, a couple years ago, I made a point that the best Marvel cartoon is the Avengers, the one before they reboot 2 or 3 years ago. And in that cartoon series, you have Secret Invasion with Captain Marvel. Um, in many ways, I think the reason why they pulled that cartoon was that it lay out the path of the MCU in the past 5 years because it has storyline with the Black Panther. It has every almost everything that we see on the big screen in the MCU has reflected in that cartoon series, with the exception of Kang, and Beta Ray Bill. I Guardian of the Galaxy was introduced in that cartoon series. Okay, Black Panther, Miss Marvel, the Scree, the Crow Walk, Secret Invasion, you name it. It's if you can get your hands on that cartoon series, it is absolutely my favorite of all Marvel cartoons. Okay. All right. Next up, as far as trailer, was the Defenders. Um, the Defenders look okay. It did not wow me, but you know, at this point, I look forward to see the series, but there's nothing in the Defenders trailer that surprised me. It's all wow me. It we already know ahead, who's gonna be in it. Electra. We already know ahead of. I'm not sure what kind of organization um, the villain's gonna be. So I don't know. But as far as the hand and Electra, it's gonna be a main part of the Defender storyline for sure. Not much else to say. And speaking of Netflix, um, as huge of a fan that I was with Stranger Things 2, the trailer, um, didn't excite me either. I mean, I look forward to the show. Make no mistake, I am super excited about Stranger Things 2, the second season. But as far as the trailer itself, I'm like, okay. It's okay. It's not anything that suspenseful or intriguing or mind blowing. It was not mind blowing whatsoever. Hello, David. So, um, for me, all the Netflix trailer that they debut. Now, I did not see the Punisher. So, if anybody that know that if they release the Punisher trailer, I heard that's the best one of the three, and that's the one that we did not get to see yet. Um, so I do look forward to see the Punisher trailer if that's available online. But for now, Stranger Things 2 and The Defenders did not excite me. Hello, Excite State. Um, what else? Speak of Miss Marvel one. Miss Marvel one, when the news first broke, for those that follow that book, when Miss Marvel one first broke news and the book rocket, I was lucky to. I had a couple copies. I was able to get out, sold one. I had a 9.8 that I sold for 1800, something crazy. I mean, the book, there was a few copy that sold for 2000 or a little bit higher. That's crazy. Um, but um, and then subsequently it dropped down to like 1200 or even lower. But now that the movie is in production, it's ramping up again, and I think there will be another run up. Can it get to 2000 again? I don't think so, but I think that book can get up to the 15 $1600 range once you see the trailer. Okay, so uh, the speculation market is alive and well. It's insane. I need to see if I can fix that light. Where does that light come from that's so bright? Let me see. Do I need that light? There we go. Is that better? That might be better. Ooh, okay. All right. I think that's killing one of the light may do it. I wasn't sure. I always thought that that light, the second light, make it too bright. Yes, you know, I don't hate speculation. I'd be the first to admit that I make money selling many of my books whenever there is a frenzy. What do you think of the Avenging Spider-Man 9, her first appearance as Captain Marvel? I'm sure that book will spike as well, just because the way the speculation market is. There are a lot of low-hanging fruits in the modern era that people like to push. Even the, in the modern book where she got her new costume, where she wear the same costume that they are using for the movie, that's probably will get a spike as well. The speculators will pump and hype anything possible. you know, Not everybody have or want or can afford a Miss Marvel one or something that a 9.8 will cost you 1200 or 1500, but would they spend 50 bucks on modern books? Maybe. Hello, Dr. Vanchilla. Let's see what's next on my things. Star Trek. The next trailer that I saw last few days is Star Trek. It looked good. More action than I expect from Star Trek. Okay, but that being said, my biggest gripe with Star Trek, I'm a bigger Star Trek fan than Star Wars fan. Okay, I love both franchise. I will watch everything from both Star Wars and Star Trek, regardless if they're not very good or bad. You name it, I always watch. But my biggest gripe with Star Trek is that the previous series that was canceled many years ago and this one Why are they keep going backward? It's to me it's almost silly that you have with all the advance in technology today and special effect and all that stuff to do a series prior to Captain Kirk and have all of this beautiful looking ship and special effect. it it just doesn't fit. Why not advance the story? Why are we keep going back to what was the beginning of the Klingon engagement? It's as much as I enjoyed the trailer, it looked fantastic. It looked good. The acting looked okay. The action looked great. The ship looked great. What is up with the storyline? Anthony agree with me. Thank you, Anthony. Why? I am sitting here and I'm just like, it's to me it is lazy yet harder to go backward because you're trying to write story that somehow fit in the canon of the existing universe. Stop it. Move forward. God damn it. I'm in many ways as much as excited as I am with the new Star Trek series, I am kind of peeved that they're going backward. Stupid. Damn it. There are so much to explore, so much more to explore, and gotta go backward. Enough rant there. Now, the one big surprise, okay? I mean, I'm pretty, um, I would say I'm pretty up to date with new movies and what's new and what's coming out. But this one, I was completely unaware and completely surprised. Ready Player One. Has anybody seen that trailer? I have never heard of this movie. Not even aware it was being made. Have no idea what it was about. And then I watched the trailer and I'm just like, what? What? I am excited to see that movie. Now that's a trailer that got me excited that I was not expecting. Okay, for those that have seen that trailer, I watched that trailer with my son, Anthony. Hello, B2D. Yeah, it's been a long time. I've been busy all summer, a lot of traveling, a lot of trips. So I take the summer off as far as live chat, but I figure with Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con this week, there's a lot of things to catch up and talk about. So why not do a Sunday chat? I've been on for half an hour. I might go on for another half an hour, depend on what people want to do. But Ready Player One. If you have not seen that trailer, go check it out later. It is fantastic. I like it. I watched that trailer with my son Anthony, and my comment to him was, it's like an older adult version of Wreck-It Ralph. It has a lot of pop culture gaming stuff in there, and when Rush Tom Sawyer music came on and all the, well, I don't want to spoil it for you if you haven't seen the spoiler, but that part I was like, yeah, I'm a big fan of Rush. I have that album, love it. And when Tom Sawyer came on and the guitar riff, I'm like, is this for real? My God, this trailer is ass kicking. Oh my God, I love it. I absolutely love that trailer. And last but not least, as far as trailer that I saw was the Inhuman. As much as I dislike the first trailer of the Inhuman, the second trailer, for those that watch the footage from San Diego Comic Con, it's very obvious that the showrunner, the director, and the actors are listening to the complaint from the fans because they made a whole lot of references to the bad hair of in fact the head of the Marvel TV show wear that ugly wig, wear an ugly red head wig, and make fun of himself. Um, and then, but as far as the second trailer, um, Hello Marvel the Cross, I thought it looked better. Okay, does it still? Is it great that I can't wait to see this show? No, it's less sucky. Okay, so that's about the best compliment I can give it. It's less sucky, and they incorporate a few scenes where Medusa hair was moving and grabbing things. So, and there you go. That's expected. We all know that's what's gonna happen um, in a TV show. Nobody is sitting here saying, "Oh, they're gonna have Medusa with the ugly wig and she do nothing." No, we know they're gonna do this VFX on her hair. It's just that they didn't need to have the stupid ugly wig. Okay, um, but I I spent the entire weekend listening to all the panels, all the interviews. It's fun. I mean, I enjoy Comic Con. I'm trying to catch up here on the comment. Yes, Anthony. I agree with you that I like to see what happened to the Borg, the Romulus, as well as the Dominion. If you've watched the Deep Space Nine, the Dominion, the Founders, there is so much more. The Dominion was badass. They are probably even more vicious, and they're more vicious than even the Borg are because they are just breed killing machine. Okay, um, but to go backward, yeah, I don't want to harp on that point anymore because it aggravates me to think that they spent so much time and money to create a show to go backward. Uh, so yes, obviously Anthony is one of my colleagues of Half Price Crook. Hello, Half Price Crook. Um, but as far as Inhuman, it looked okay. It looked like I said, less sucky. I will still watch the show, give it a shot, just like I do with every TV show. And every TV show, I try to watch at least 2 or 3 episodes just to give it time to get there. Because it's hard, it's rare to watch the first show and get blown away. Some TV show did that, okay, but there are many shows I like that took at least 2 or 3 episodes to get warm up. So I will give it a shot when it come out and see and cross my fingers that it doesn't suck. Stephen Wilkinson says just see AF-15 7.0 for sale for 143,000. It is crazy time. Yes, the stock market is near all-time high, if not at the all-time high. The Nasdaq is surpassing all-time high. The S&P is breaking all-time high. So there is no crashing of the comic book bubble. Okay, there is no bursting of this comic book as long as other assets are going higher. There is no reason to think that the vintage collectible market is not following the same trajectory. Yes, Anthony, I agree. I mean, a lot of my friends, a lot of my hardcore Star Trek fan are not Deep Space Nine fan for whatever reason. They have their reason. They like space exploration and all that stuff. But Deep Space Nine was my favorite series outside of the Next Generation. You know, I thought Deep Space Nine was awesome with the Dominion. The last 3 seasons of Deep Space Nine was just ass kicking. Great story. I love it. I love everything about that Dominion mega story arc. Yes, John. Okay, my comment, my comment on the Inhuman TV show was that they use horrible costume, terrible color scheme. It just looked boring. You know, I mean, when you look at, I mean, even Medusa, boring costume. We all love purple, right? Look, look at the purple. Okay, purple is awesome. But on the TV show, she wear a light purple dress. It's just boring looking, you know. And of course, in that video that I made, there was a few people that thought I was too critical of complaining about that and all that. And my comment is that if you're a fan of something, it's okay to criticize. I don't understand fans that think that if you're a fan of something, you have no rights to criticize. There are those that have that kind of mentality. It's just like if you're a fan of something, just appreciate and love it. No, no, not in this brain. I call it out when I see ugly and stupid. Um, Reaper Tate says season 5 of Deep Space. I have the whole thing. I might have to rewatch it. I have the whole run on DVD. I bought those fancy DVD box set because it's I have the original series in those fancy box set, and then I have the um, Deep Space Nine because it's my. I never bought the Next Generation because it's on rerun all the time. So I never felt a need to own a DVD set of that. But Deep Space Nine, after the show went off the air, I knew I want to own it because I know it's not the fan favorite, and I'm not gonna get to see that on Syndicate or rerun anywhere else. Yes, many of us agree. And last but not least, as far as Comic Con, and then I can move on to whatever topic we're talking about, is, um, you know, surely, right? e- Ever since Comic Con started, you start to hear the fanboy debating Marvel won this and that. Once again, there is no winning. Okay, enjoy the movies. Marvel has literally 4 movies in production, if not more. DC have two. Okay, two. They have Aquaman, which barely started to shoot, and it's 18 months away. And then Justice League. Nothing else is on the plate. They talk a lot about movies, but as far as director, story, casting, they are far, far, far away from anything. So for anyone to sit there and go, "Oh, Marvel won because they have 4, 5 trailers and DC have one," please stop the stupid. Okay, there's no winning. I can't stand it. I mean, I watch a lot of the live review of many YouTube channels, and I see so many people saying, "Oh," especially for the Justice League trailer, "I'm a Marvel fanboy, but I gotta give prop to this." Really? Please. It's just there is. What's the? I don't get it. Okay, I collect 90% Marvel, 10% DC, and I don't give a damn if a movie is Marvel or DC. I just want to see a damn good movie. John, you're not wrong. I mean, if you watch the Inhuman trailer, the color scheme is just dreadful, dreadful, boring. I mean, it's I complain about that in my video. It's just like everything is so blah. Marvel the Cross, you are correct as far as the Dave Cockrum, Chris Claremont run of the X Men, and now of course whenever you talk about the X Men run, it's 94 to 143 is one of the better 50 issue run that you will find anywhere. Is all 50 issue awesome? No. But I have said this many times. Find me another 50 issue continuous run that can match up to the X-Men. I will challenge anyone that can find me a 50 issue run. There are a lot of great run. People will bring up all the Kirby run. Yes, I love the Fantastic Four. I love Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, but there is no way you can tell me that I can read 50 straight issue of Fantastic Four and not find a whole bunch of stinkers. Hello? Yes, Anthony?
I think since you were doing a video earlier,
Yeah.
that I didn't tell you, but wait,
That's okay.
I ready. It's upgrading.
Okay.
Well, it's not my fault, but it's the
Okay, we do it
company's
after.
fault,
You can do
so
it.
I can't do it.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Anthony was supposed to do some homework and he couldn't do it. And he's just updating Daddy that he cannot do it because the website that he's supposed to do his homework is updating. Good boy. Yes, Anthony's school, even in the summer, had a whole bunch of homework to do. He had to read 2 books, write a bunch of reports, and then he has to log into a software and do 300 minutes of math, grade 5th, grade 6 or something. But he did that. He already blew through 300 minutes of math in the first 3 weeks of the summer, so he's done. He's down to his last part of the project, so his summer is about to be all fun. Hello, Thomas Churchill. Other than that, it has been an extremely slow few weeks for me here. Didn't buy a heck of a lot of anything. Um, didn't really look on eBay. Didn't have time, traveling, my sister's wedding, and then I'm getting ready for the auction. I will do a video later today, probably load tomorrow, discussing the rules of the auction to clarify for everyone on what I plan to do, how I plan to ship, who can bid. Bidding for the auction, it's not easy. I can tell you from my point of view, from a seller point of view, I sold enough, and I heard enough horror stories, especially overseas, that it's a good reason why a lot of people on eBay don't like to ship overseas because there's no tracking, okay, and there's a lot of scammers that will claim that they didn't receive the books or whatever it is. So there's a lot of things that can go wrong very quickly, very bad when you ship overseas. Make no mistake, I am fully aware of the potential problem, and so in my video that I will shoot later today and load maybe tomorrow, I will outline what I plan to do to reduce the risk on me. Okay, the risk is not on you. The risk is not on the people that's buying the stuff. All the risk is on me. I am on YouTube. I am on CGC board. I'm pretty well known around here. I'm not gonna be taking people's money and disappear. But it's all the risk is on me as far as I am concerned. So it would be foolish of me to run an auction, let anyone and everyone bid, and then ship the books out without knowing that this person is not gonna scam me. I hate to say it, I don't know a heck of a lot of people here. Okay, just because you subscribe to me or there's a lot of people here that I would trust. Like for example, if not that John would ever buy anything from me, but John or Anthony Reputate or Luther Manning or Manny NYC or the Biggies, the New York Warriors, if those guys buy, no problem. They've been around. I talk to them. I feel confident on those things. But you know, there are so many people that I don't know, and I need to figure out a way to make it so that they can participate. But at the same time, if I ship the slab out to them, I am protected. Okay, and I have come up with a way. It ultimately everything have a cost. Okay, it will cost me more to ship overseas, and people is gonna have to be willing to pay for the extra cost of shipping. I I can give you a preview of what I plan to do, and then you can watch the video again for even more details. But for example, if Reaper Tate bid and won the House of Secret 92, I have no reservation in shipping that book to him in New Jersey. No problem. But let's say Mr. XYZ from France won the book, and I have no idea who Mr. XYZ is. How is it that I can proceed with finalizing the transaction and feel safe about it? The only way is list that book on eBay. Okay, so what I would do is, if you are the high bidder, as let's hypothetically speaking, if that book is $800, we list it on eBay. I will list it on eBay with a crazy high price with a buy it now, and then a best offer, and you can go there. The winner can go there and do the best offer and win the book. Okay, so that I am the one eating a 10% eBay fee for my protection. Okay, in return, the shipping is going to be expensive because I'm not going to ship any methods that have no tracking to France. The only way is FedEx. It's going to be expensive, but I will outline all of this in the auction so that people, if you live in France or anywhere else outside the US, and you know that shipping is going to be crazy high, then you don't bid. I can't help it. I don't have a choice. There is no if, when, what. There is no other way. I am not risking anything here. Okay, like I said, the risk is on me. Let me make it very clear. The risk is on me. People will email me and say, "Oh, how can I convince you that I'm not a scammer?" Well, go through it one transaction, and then the next time, I trust you more. But I will make a video that hopefully will do that and explain it, because it's much fun as it potentially can be. It can be a huge headache. Okay, so I want to keep this auction small. I mean, there are a lot more books that I can sell. I can guarantee you that there's a lot more. I plan to sell probably at least 500 books from my collection. That including slabs, at least 500 between now and next year. So in the next 6 months, you could see 500 books going out there in the market, if things go well. If things go well, I just don't want to have to, deal with problems. Other than that, I think that's about everything that I have in mind to talk about. This Wednesday is, I think Tuesday or Wednesday, is the big Comic Link auction for this month. Crazy book. If you haven't paid attention to the Comic Link auction, check it out. There's a Amazing Fantasy 15 8.0 that is going for over $100,000. It's insane. It's insane. Yes, John, I will use the stamp for sure. There will be, if things go well, there will be many books from the David collection that is gonna hit the market. Um, it's time for me to let some of them go, especially the DC. You know, I have a lot of like his books, like the horror and the DC war book that I bought from him, even Western. Um, but that's part of my slimming down is at least 100, if not more, of the David book will be hitting the market on my channel. Uh, what else do I have? But yeah, but for sure, I might do. Well, for sure, there will be an auction recap of the Comic Link auction at the end of next week or this week, whenever the auction is out. I'm pretty sure I'm not bidding on anything, so but I will pay close attention. I just know that the big books for that auction going on right now is the nice Amazing Fantasy 15. For those that are itching to buy something cool, check out the CGC board right now. This morning I checked in and I saw there is a Captain America #8 Golden Age with Jack Kirby and Sid Shore art, I believe. 3.5, a 3.5 Captain America 8 on sales, for sales in the CGC forum for, I think the asking price is 1600, but if you want that book, you can make a best offer for less and see if the seller is willing to part ways with that book. It's a cool book. I was tempted. But I said to myself, no timely for you. You know, I don't own any timely, just like I don't own any EC book. Not that I don't want them, but there are plenty of books for me to chase that I figure I don't need to add another thing on a list that I can't just have one. You know, it's just like potato chips. You can't just have one timely or one EC. Once I buy one, I want more. Can't have one just like potato chips. Oh, last but not least, I saw the time 12:28. I'm gonna be around for another 15-20 minutes and then it'll be done. My batch from CGC was graded Friday. I've been following the progress of my 3 batches of books, and the last batch was finally graded, shipped, and slabbed Friday. So I call them right away Friday. Say like, when can I pick up those books? Hello, Edwin. And it turns out that because this is Comic Con, CGC is busy out there. They told me the earliest that I can pick up the books from CGC is Wednesday. So expect a video late Wednesday, maybe Thursday, of the result. I can tell you right now, one disappointment. For those that watch my my video where I show the 13 or 14 books, my grading, yeah, only one disappointment. One. I was very surprised. I mean, I look at the greatest note on that one, I'm just like, really? That's the greatest note and you give me that grade? Can't complain. Nailed it on the rest. Nailed it. Okay, so yeah. If you don't know what books I'm talking about and you want a hint of what is coming on that CGC unboxing Wednesday night or Thursday, check out that video. It is Slap Talk episode 22. Okay, so yes, that batch is coming back, and I'm kind of glad that I documented my guesses so that people can see. Nailed it. And as far as potentially including any one of those slabs for the coming auction, most likely I might throw in one or two. Many of the books I slap are crazy high price that some have already been sold. I have sold, I pre-sold four of the books already. So, um, and some of them I slapped for future speculation, like the New Mutant 87 first cable. There's no rush to sell that yet. So, um, the big question is, do I submit more books on Wednesday when I drive up there? That's the biggest question in my mind right now, and I'm looking around my office here to see, is there anything that I need to slap to sell in the next 6 months? So it's gonna be a game time decision. Uh, Tuesday night, I might sit down and pull out a few books so that when I drive up there Wednesday, I'm gonna pick up some books and drop off some books. Luther Manning said, "Yep, New Mutant 87, ASM 361." Yeah, speaking of ASM, that's one book I might submit. I have an ASM that I plan to auction off, and I have at least another copy that I might submit to. I plan to sell one now and then slap another one to sell because I still have a few other copies. As far as 361, I have a couple copies I bought long ago, and they're not. I don't think they're slap worthy. I don't think a 9.4 is worth slapping. I might throw them in the future auction and sell it raw. But I have a couple copies. I have, I believe, two that I bought, and I think they are 9.2, 9.4 ish. Certainly not worth slapping. So I won't be submitting any Spider-Man 361. Thank you, comic and stuff. Yes, I have figured it out. It took me a while. It took me, my plan. Um, oh, I did something that make the camera out of focus. When I decided to take the summer off from doing live chat, the plan was to figure out the technology, all the tech required to change the background and then to include the chat here. So I'm glad I did it. It's done. I can now. I just have to figure out next time, Luther Manning, if you're still in the house, next time you have free time and want to do live chat, we can test out the way that we can add multiple people into the live chat without using Google Chat. You know how much I hate Google Chat, and that's the last piece of the puzzle that I like to fix. If I can fix that, for those that are not familiar with Jose channel, comic and stuff, he has a beautiful setup with Wirecast with 4 participants, and it looked crisp, looked great. I mean, that's the kind of live chat I like to see from everybody. I wish everyone in the comic book community can get up to speed and do, because it's so much better. It's much more enjoyable to watch a live chat that way than to see what has been going on with YouTube and Google. It's the poor quality of the technology by Google and YouTube is just not up to par for me. Yeah, I mean, if you're free later today, we can give it a shot. I need to find out. My nephew want to go see War of the Planet of the Apes, so sometime today, this afternoon, me, him, the wife, Anthony, we all head out to see War of the Planet of the Apes, and and depends on when we see the movie, we might be able to do a chat either before or after the movie. Yes, Jose, I might hit you up. I'm trying with a different software with Luther Manning, and see how that's gonna work. I like Wirecast a lot. I have not buy the software yet. I'm trying out a bunch of other options to see. But yeah, I love what Wirecast is providing for you, because I highly recommend many to research on Wirecast and do it, because it is awesome. Yes, Great Legend. Great Legend is in the house. I mean, for old timers like me, John, Great Legends, people that have been through the 90s. And if you follow the speculation market, right? And the thing is, I can't say enough that you just have to fight the urge to buy things that are hot. Okay, you know, I shot a video, actually. I shot a video that I haven't loaded yet, on a book that I wanted to buy for years, and the book is the video talk more about being patient, because there was a book that I wanted to buy, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago. But when Iron Man was success, and Rhodey become a success, that book went stupid. Okay, it went for like 100, 150, 200, and War Machine. Oh, come on! Why would anyone pay that much for War Machine? And here's the thing, people talk about villain book sizzle out after the villain died. Guess what? C-level character sizzle out as well. Has anyone looked at War Machine, Jim Rhodey first appearances? Guess what? I got a copy, a 9.6 ish, for like $12. Yeah, $12. I'm sure a lot of people that bought that book paid a whole lot more. So when it comes down to speculation, be careful. Okay, I mean, it's fun. It's fun. I'm not gonna dispute that it's fun. People won't be doing it if it's not fun. But there are a smart way to do it, and then there is a stupid way to do it. Okay, the stupid way to speculate is thinking that whatever you buy, stay high and go higher. Especially on B and C and garbage character. Oh, can't say enough about how dreadful it is to see people chasing those books. Oh, Iron Man 118, got to have nothing. But anyhow, it's time for me to say goodbye. It's 12:40. I think the chat has been going on for about an hour. Thank you for everyone for joining. I don't plan to do the Sunday weekly or the Wednesday weekly yet until mid-August. I will return mid-August, August 16, I believe. That Wednesday, my nephew is heading back to Boston. Okay, his 4 week stay here will be over, and he's heading back to Boston. So the first Wednesday show will return that Wednesday night. Until then, thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a while. It's good to catch up. Luther, if you're around, let me find out when the movie time is, and if you're around and want to play around with the live chat, I will hit you up and we can test out back loop. Anyhow, bye. Goodbye.